Well, for more, we can speak now to France 24's Nick Holdsworth in Moscow. I mean, Nick, when you look at the situation in Russia right now, a situation where, by all accounts, living standards are declining and President Vladimir Putin's approval rating is as well. Do you get the impression the authorities are nervous, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the very fact that the authorities didn't give permission for this demonstration today after fairly evident abuses of the electoral registration process is a reflection of that. The mayor of Moscow, Sergei Sobyanin, has been warning that the protest could turn violent. The only violence I saw today was of members of riot police and other police units fairly roughly arresting demonstrators. Not as violent as some of the unsanctioned demonstrations we've seen in Moscow over the last couple of years, but nevertheless, there was a very sophisticated police operation today around City Hall. I'm now in a park about 200 metres from City Hall, and even here, this park is surrounded by crowd control barriers, lots of police all over the place. Just down the road, a couple of hours ago, I witnessed dozens of arrests myself, apparently for no reason. There's a very prominent journalist here called Nikolai Skinapsky. He's a member of the Presidential Commission on Human Rights. He was an observer, and he was standing within yards of people being arrested. And I asked him, I said, what's the reason the police are arresting these people? They're doing nothing provocative. He said, they have no reason, they don't need a reason. It's very much a sign that the Kremlin is on the defensive. Now, these may only be local elections coming up September the 8th in Moscow, but Moscow is one of the major centres of opposition to Putin. And as you rightly say, falling living standards, huge protests a year ago about the increase in the age at which people can access their state pensions, meaning that many men, for example, who won't reach 65 years of age, won't even live long enough to see their pension. There are problems here, and the regime is a lot more brittle than they like to pretend.